Mr. Logan. It's nice to see you again. We're talking to you right after Ashville High School's homecoming game against Hoax Bluff. You were recognized tonight because of your efforts and what you've done to benefit this community and this school. How did it feel coming back tonight, being recognized, being honored for everything that you've done for us? How did it feel?
Well, I was very honored and got to see a lot of old friends, at the game. Didn't get to speak with everyone, but I certainly enjoyed it, and it was an honor for me to be here and to be recognized.
In our previous interview, you talked a lot actually, about the construction and the origins of the stadium, Ken Logan Stadium. It's been 31 years since it was fully completed, 30 years since the field house was completed. We didn't really talk about the field house that much in our previous interview. Do you have any interesting origin story about the field house, or any interesting construction story about David Todd Wilson Field House?
Well, Nick, when we completed the field, it's like the old saying, we were all dressed up, but we had no place to go. We didn't have a place to dress. And if I'm not mistaken, it might not have been 2 full years, but all the football equipment we had was right here in this gymnasium on the stage. That's where our kids, that's the only place we had to go. And we had very little money left. And it had it not been for the prisoners and the vocational students, Mr. Truman Boyd's class from the vocational school, the block layers, the walls would never have gone up on that. Had it not been for C.D. Wilson and Sons Construction, who were Donald and Jim Wilson, the roof would never have been put on this building. And Jim and his wife, Ms. Wilson, made a very substantial donation, and that's the way we put the heating and cooling system in the new field house. But it was just a very strong effort by a lot of people, as I've said in the other interview. But that field house, we just didn't have a place for our kids to dress, and money was beginning to get tight, but we got her done. That's all I know to say. But and it was an effort by those mentioned that got that job done. But enough can't be. I can't say enough about that last effort. Mm-hmm. And the Wilsons were in a position to help us as no one else could, because they were in the construction business, and they were wonderful about helping the school.
Coming back, we just talked about coming back to the stadium. Coming back into this gymnasium in this interview right now, how does it feel to be back inside Ashville High School?
Well, it's like coming home. Everything's so familiar here. This gymnasium, saw a lot of basketball victories in this gym, and it's just, I haven't actually been inside the school in a number of years, and hadn't been in the stadium in a number of years, and it was just felt real warm.
We appreciate you coming back. I talked to several people before, during, and after the game, and they mentioned your coming to the game. And when they talked about it, there was this sparkle in their eye. And what I actually found the most interesting was, of course, a lot of them were some of your former students, but a lot of them were people in my generation, people in generations that were before your time at Ashville. To know that so many people love you and love what you've done for Asheville. How does that, I know we ask this question a lot, but how does that make you feel? And how do you think your family perceives that?
Well, Nick, I hate to keep saying this, but you're just very humble by those things, those remarks. It's just, I promise you this has made my day. And I'll never forget it, being over here and seeing some of the students that I spoke to tonight, I haven't seen since they graduated. And needless to say, I didn't recognize all of them, and I'd have to ask, but once they told me who they were, I knew and I remembered. But that's one of the rewards in this business, is seeing those folks, you know, and just it's a blessing for me.
We appreciate you coming tonight. We actually kept this as a surprise from a lot of people. The Asheville fans didn't really know about your coming until Thursday. And when we made the post on social media and our website, we got emails, comments, people expressing their feelings and happiness that you were coming back. And so we want to say thank you for coming back, and thank you for doing this interview with us again.
Thank you very much for having me, and it's been an honor.
So here's to the cheap sunglasses, Red Bull and minivans, and people who had your back when the world didn't understand. See